Good Influence Workers Resources Soviet Republic EHRM 11. Coal is the theme, I think. It could be. We have, you see here, we have a great deal of coal. This is maybe not something I recommend, this coal ore processing. It does a whole lot of coal ore processing, but maybe a bit much in the storage. But at the end of the thing here, we have 40,000 tons of coal. Okay. That's pretty good. That's enough to feed our power plants, and actually we could. We could export electricity, maybe a bit, but yes, overcome with severe thirst. Pardon me. That's better. That's much better. Yes, you don't realize how thirsty you are until you start drinking. That's something. That's good. The conveyor tower is now transporting 4 tons of coal per second. And if you look at this, the total amount of coal for there is. Now we turn this up a bit. Like so. Yeah, that's great. 9 tons. That we cannot keep up with, but we can keep it at this rate for a while. And get absolutely everything out of these mines. Yes, it's a fantastic system of conveyors and all sorts of business with this here. Here's one coal mine. Oh, pardon me. That's what happens when you quench your thirst a bit too enthusiastically with fizzy, bubbly drinks here. Yes, such is it. Anyway, yeah, the coal ore. Yes, it travels from the coal mine there, and yes, down here, and away it goes. And from the other coal mine, it travels. Here is the other one, first one. Yes, it goes both ways to a processor there, and this is one processor is almost enough to keep us in electricity for internal use. Yes, it ends up there. That's our battery, basically, our energy storage. Anyway, yes, and then we have this. Both coal mines feed independently into this. It was a bit ambitious, but I figure if one were to run into the limitation of 10 tons per second on this side of things as well, because this is unrefined coal directly out of the mine here until we get to this place. Yes, and 3 enormous heaps. 2,600 tons each. And then it goes back over the mountain again, of course. As many conveyors. New vehicle type. Looks like a new Mercedes. Oh, what's that? That's a BMW. No, it was but the Mercedes came along not too long ago. We should buy one. Yes, we should buy a Mercedes. Definitely. 1988, good year. Here we go. Here's a Mercedes. And the colleague, you're a bit in the way now. You have to move. Yes, please. Thank you very much for cooperation. There you go. The colleague was a bit in the way. As she is. Sometimes. That's okay. No, it's available for dollars, you know. Personal car. Volkswagen Golf. What year? 1986. That's the second generation then. Is it not? '86. It must be. If so, I have owned one of those. We should buy one. Mine was a 92 model, so I think that's the same generation. We can have a look at up close and see if it is that generation, or depending on the detail. But that's not really why we're here. No, this is the one we want. It's in white, perhaps. If we can have a look at these here vehicles we got. Oh, it's a GTI. Very nice. It was damn expensive, though, 76,000, and it's 1988. $76,000. But it's a nice one. Yes, this is good stuff. And this with a Russian number plate. Lovely. The Golf is apparently not registered. How unfortunate. And we cannot drive it then. Oh, what about this? Oh, they also have. Very few vehicles have license plates, it turns out. Yes, that's not a restriction we should impose. Okay, well, how is it? How are we going through the coal? A bit, maybe. Yes, we've burned about from the buffer. We burned 300 tons. It's better look here. Better look here. In domestic production and consumption of resources in industry, coal. Yes, coal. That and for this year, sure, 61,300 tons, 270 million rubles worth. Here you cannot switch to dollars. You can apparently do that in some windows nowadays. Yes, of course. Why do I have that enabled? You're talking about the line spacing. Yes, it's on. Good. Experimental traffic pathfinding is also on. That might be the cause of the slight hiccup every now and then. Also, the fleet of trains is expanded. Yes. I have, what is it, 4 of these very long things going round and round and round. Usually there is a pile up here, but not at the moment for some reason. And also extending the railroad to a great degree. It will be glorious, maybe. I mean, the time it has taken to build and continues to take. It is 1988 now. It's been 3 years or so. Nice slow work. Well, because you can't be bothered building out your stuff a bit. Basically, yes. However, we're done. This bit, all this way. Alright. Oh, there's a question mark over here. Probably means that we're not making any progress. What's up? Yes, what's the problem? Have you ended up on the wrong side of there is one way? Yes, you have. And you can't drive that way because it's in the plans for being electrified sometime in the future. Yes, and you won't go on red. No, well that's sane of you, I suppose. So cancel. This I don't know. There's a sign. This no, we cannot have. What's the sign? Otherwise it will not be built. And because you see, when this is finished in a few years' time or so, we can extend the model railway to cover much more of the map here, all the way here on to here and so on. Here is this is right now the model railway. And one of these now. This also like 4.5 megawatts. It goes full throttle, although you wouldn't say full throttle on an electrical motor. No. $3,000 it reached, but it can probably reach more. Or it peaked, I don't know. It's supposed to be 4,500. 6,400 even, it says. It's a pretty heavy one too. 1,533 tons. And long. Did I mention it was long? That's pretty good. The railroad also consumes a quite a significant amount of electricity here, therefore coal. There we go. Now it's properly smoking and working. But this is slowly eating into the resources at this rate, but we can keep it up for a while. And it's good for the miners to be busy here. It generates economic growth, as they call it. Perhaps. The economic growth, yes, and generating such things. Indeed. That's something that can be done, apparently. Yes. Cheers. Well, in the Marxist-Leninist utopia here of EHRM, we're doing pretty good. That is about what we can expect. If you look at the town, I think it's much better even. Yes, very happy people. 180 unemployed workers out of 3,120. Those are good numbers. Look, here they are at the bus platform, ready to go dig for coal to keep the lights on. And right now, just for going through as much coal as possible on one of these power plants. And yeah, what was it? 5 or 6 regular coal ore processors to feed it at full capacity. But this one is a bit too much, and it's not quite. It only has 2 inputs, but for some reason the capacity to process 1,500 and something tons a day. Okay. And also the storage is very large. I could modify them. Yes, and then I had how to rebuild it, and it was very expensive. Or resource intensive. And it's working. Yes, it is working. Yes. No. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the coal supply setup that we have, even though it is a bit intricate. It's just many conveyors going in different directions, switching back and forwards on itself. But getting refined all the way to the level of electricity or steel, or perhaps some bricks. We do burn quite a bit of coal in the steel mill as well. I accidentally exported a bit of steel. I meant to send one train to take care of economical things for a while to come, but then I forgot about it, so it kept going for a while. A long one. So therefore we're a bit low on steel and a bit high on dollars. Yes, we get a bit more interest on the steel if we keep it around rather than selling it. Keep it around until we need the money. We don't get any interest, but it keeps its value a whole lot better than the currency that the foreign currencies do. Yes. Oh, we have brownouts. We've gotten to this level that we have brownouts. Or is it because we're exporting? I have to investigate this. We get from here. Okay. But this is not a lot of current here. That highlighting tool cannot come soon enough. What the hell is this? It's one of these. The left one. Okay. Yes, this should be, there should be a high voltage thing and a transformer around here somewhere, I seem to recall, over here. Yes, it's doing fine. This is overloaded. Yes, need to split this up a bit. I think that these two might actually set off in different. It goes to there and in that direction. Okay, that could be anything. It could be quite a bit because it's okay. Now it's settled down. It's only during nighttime. Yes, that doesn't mean that we don't have to fix this. It can be fixed here. We install a wire in this fashion from here, and maybe not through town. Where was that transformer again? The transformer is over there. So that turn was a bit unnecessary. Last chance to buy. What is this? The last chance to buy the Beetle. Oh no. I'm afraid we'll miss out on buying a brand new Beetle in 1988. Yes. If we haven't bought one by now, no, we're not interested. You know, an air-cooled engine. Where is the transformer? The transformer is over there. Okay. Air cooling is for two strokes and chainsaws and things like that. Yeah, no, not for cars, no. Anyway, Workers and Resources. Soviet Republic is a game about workers and resources, where you combine the two to do things and build your Soviet Republic up. Yeah, it can consume you completely, this game. Would I recommend Workers and Resources Soviet Republic? Yes and no. Then there's this. This is not bad. Sort of almost starting to think that they should slow down at least a little bit when it is very twisty. Perhaps? No, maybe not. This is it. This is the Soviet model railway as it stands now. And lots more coming. But it takes years and years and years. But it was possible to lay. Yes. Yeah, that was a comparison. This bit around here, double tracked, that we're on now. This bit. That took 7-8 years. Yes, from or not 4 or 5 out to here took 7-8. Yes, and then we rebuilt all the way around and all the way around to there, and are now electrifying it. And that's been 3 years, I think, since the track was laid, and we started electrifying. So yeah, no, it might be quicker. And also with the bulk upgrading too, it makes the simple business of upgrading, because if you take a large area, it figures out where the segments are for you. You don't need to be fiddling about with it. Very handy. Hold down shift, yes, and drag. Very nice feature. These are quite, I mean, I haven't used these electrical locomotives in very much at all. No, it's been diesel. It has something to it. We don't have to muck about with diesel stations and the logic of, or lack thereof, of refueling trains. That's very handy. Does use a lot of coal, though. Now that we have had this running for a bit with the high industry coal, 71,000 tons. How much was it last year? 96. Okay, and it's July. We're actually almost keeping up production. Haven't lost that much in the total here. Grand scheme of things. Very good. Yeah, so we're keeping up with a realistic coal power plant, and it's. How much would we make if we sold this coal? Let's see here now. This thing, and that consumption of resources, coal. This also includes heating, although it's probably quite. And steel is not negligible. No, it isn't. So, but anyway, for some sort of sake of argument's sake, yeah. So what was the point? I don't know. Something about the amount of coal and the price of. Yes, if we were to have sold this coal directly instead of turning it into electricity, how much money would we have gotten for it? That's and then 72,000 tons, 72,500 tons, and the going rate is. Dollars is what we were working with, right? 4,500 tons to $4,500 per ton, times 100. That's a lot. did I don't know. I probably made an error here in the calculation of things. I would guess. Wasn't it 72,500 tons something? I can't. 4,505. No, that's I cannot read here. 3266 to 12,500. Yes. What the hell? It's a lot. And what have we gotten from selling? We have also used quite a lot internally. 6.4 million. Right. I don't know, that did not make much sense. Oh. Sorry. There was a fire at the hospital and all is good. It's summer. Very nice. It's 22nd of July. But I bet it's a pretty stable temperature year round for the people working in the coal mine. However, the coal ore processing plant might get a little bit toasty on a day. But 29 is probably bearable. Gets up to 30, high 30s here some days. 34, 35, then the coal dust and the thing. But they're doing a great job. We're keeping up here 8.4 tons per coal of second. And the reserves are diminishing, but just ever so slightly. As I said, we cannot keep up digging it out of the ground at the rate that is needed if you want to run it at this speed, but we don't. I just want to go through a bit of coal because it had stacked up all over the place. Can't have that, and these are still completely full. This one's import though is actually diminishing slightly. As has been already been drawn a conclusion of here is that we're just barely not enough quite keeping up with the coal production. Also, the steel mill is running quite okay. Yeah, well, somewhat. That wasn't much. Are you not happy here? Are you sad or something? No. You're fine. Maybe the bus route may have been changed or something. Could well be the case. There are many workers in the iron mine. I think I rerouted something. That could be it. There are plenty of people living here. Shouldn't they be able to work at the steel? Yes, I would think so. This is expensive business, by the way. Last year, this year, last year, whatever. Electrical components, $4.3 million. Really, yeah. Yes, that is actually a bit, quite a lot of money, but the problem is that this made things a bit difficult to judge price-wise. Having that train go a few times. Or, however, that's okay. Yes, upgrading railroad is not quick. Han, vilken tid det tar. But we did connect to the Soviet Union before it collapsed. It is not collapsed yet. Everything is fine. Over where? Some direction. Not over there. No, but over there, somewhere far away. This is a ridiculous place that I have built this time around. Because, I mean, what the hell is... It's an extremely small but densely populated and dense. There's a lot of infrastructure crammed into not too much of an area. And it's not the most accessible place in the world. Neither. Also, there are conveyor belts all over the place. And they work flawlessly. And it's a fantastically redundant and well thought out system. Oh yes, it is very good. This one is defunct. Here, it's not in use. Here we see the complete circle. Power plant and the train running from it. Being put to good work here, showing off the steel. I hope we rust protect it in some way before sending it off from the factory, considering that they can spend quite a while going around here, around and around and around, through winters and things, before we decide to take it to a border house and sell it. Ah, here comes another one. And this is nice, they have fixed. Very good. That if a train is stopped, the level crossing goes up. Fantastic. And there we go. Bus has to wait. It's unfortunately quite a long train, this. Wonder, do we have any workers on board or what's going on? No. Current location is what you want. Yes. Quite a few, actually. I think that this is one of the buses that goes. Yes, it goes to the iron ore mine here first. Currently only has 5 workers. Then it might swing by the steel mill on its way back. But that's a big load. Good, very good. workers. 10? That's a very old bus. We should be a little bit ashamed of this almost. Well, it's working, but it only goes, or is it really? A kilometer, maybe 1.5. Yes. How do you think the railroad electrification is going? Not good, because there's a question mark here. Still. What has happened to you then? Do we click this? We can't go here. Okay. Oh, it's the same deal. It was at the other passing place that had made. Let's redo those later. There we go, now you should be happy. Those things you've been standing around for a little while will help you home. There you go. Ah, this is not assigned to construction office, you see. Oh, I needed that construction train set. I could maybe get a hold of it. Let's see here. List of vehicles and buildings. List of trains, all map, and the railway crane, whichever one. The large rail construction office. Yes. Add, assign, construction thing. Did that one. Very good. Get going, please, and stop mucking about and screwing around, please. This should already be on your schedule. It's not. That we do. Yeah, it perhaps it is quicker to electrify the railroad and do it like so. I think it is. It's still very slow though, and this is still not the way to do it. Oh, build out things maybe and not have them drive so very far. Yes, but now this is the way it's happening here. Some stubborn reason. I was thinking if one should establish something in the opposite corner. I think we have a connection around it. No. There should be. I build? No, I didn't. No, there's only this one. Right, but go to this corner instead. The railroad is here. It takes a long time to build out here. Just don't. We could start a new town here. We'd have to insta-build a few things. But still, it ought to be possible. I need a high voltage wire. That's the case. And here we have a railroad which is actually electrified already. Yeah. this is working. No, but the bulk upgrade tool, if funnily enough, yes, it can also apply things outside of your borders. Yes. So that's done. Yes, but that has nothing to do with going around and around. Done a long while. Yes, and now we're all the way up here. Back. Yeah, but the railroad is up here, you see. There's a bit of a ways away. We'd have to go this way. Do we want to do this? Not really. But it calls. Where are we going? Down that way or up that way. Right? Stick to the road. Sort of. Sort of. Nope, can't do that. Not have a construction office anywhere near here. Therefore we have to sort of adapt as we go. Bearings, yep, it's about right. This is a long way. Now you've done something bad. This is not going to work. Unless... I think so. Laying the inevitable. No. Not. The landscape is a bit rough. Where is it that we want to go? Here. The furthest away corner, is that necessary? Well, we better lay claim. It is 1988 after all. It hasn't been clear, or unless there have been questions as to our sovereignness throughout history here. Shouldn't be, but just in case. This is a bit ridiculous. Really, like the stupidest railroad ever here. This is going to be tricky because I'm going to need to get the level crossing in, and I'm also going to have to do do it in quite small bits here, and the level crossing can only be done in a certain length. It has a minimum length to it. That it will only accept crossing. And we can delay again. And it's going to be a bit of maneuver, but there we go. Come on then. I mean, this is not going to happen, I don't think. Expansion up to this place. I don't know about that. But we can lay this in whilst we're here. There we go. One of those, and we should have some storage. If that's the case, yes, we should have open storage, a good one. Kind we have by the steel mill. What? Open storage medium. 3,900 tons of steel. Medium. That's quite large. Yes. Not the one I was looking for. Ugh. It's easy to subscribe to things on the workshop. It's another thing to unsubscribe and do some cleaning, house cleaning every now and then. Would perhaps not hurt. Multi-rail grain, large oil, vad fan? Grain storage, warehouse, large red tracks. One track. This is ridiculous. Large vehicle storage, small combined, large container, large capacity distribution warehouse. Completely different warehouse. Warehouse. Rain storage. Aviation fuel. Twin rail. This is the one. Twin rail large open storage. This is the one. Can we put it here? Sure. And also a warehouse things of that nature. Would not be bad, because, or yes, one of these handy ones. So that's the meat included in one. Yes, that saves a lot of faffing about. Basically, there we go. Have it like that, and then rail. Yes. Yes, we could have this done instantly, or we could just wait. It's the absolutely most expensive place to use the dollars to build. What does, for example, this small combined thing cost? 863,000. 1.4 million. a segment of a railroad, such as this. 366,000. A longer one. 618,000. But we're never going to make it here, and then time will have run out. But I read that there will be a quest, a new. Pardon me. Pardon me. This is not great. I'm aware. Why then? Oh goddammit, it's late too. What were you saying about something? Yes, I was saying something about something. Often do. Doesn't mean that much. Yes, we could insta-build all of this and get going immediately on it. All of this railroad. Is it one can't use this shift, hold down shifting to sort of maybe one can when there is an upgrade involved. What if one were to do that, for example? Nothing happened. Okay. That's unfortunate. Or unfortunate, I don't know. Should one do that or not? Oh, it's we have kept a straight line. These will have to be. Yes. And you're going to need a construction office and all sorts of things. At least we can bring all the materials here. Or later on. Gravel quarry. Sure. That is a very long way away. It's 20 kilometers and you put a new sun and a square thing of that thing and so on. So it's more than 20. And the people of Stalingrad are doing great as always. Okay, how much coal have we gone through now, and how much do we have left? 37,200 tons. This is great. This year. $90,000 tons. Yes, we're starting to eat to the buffer there a bit. It's pretty good though. 194 educated miners digging away at a 26% quality of source. Very good of them. And I don't think there's any problem with the electricity. The mine is just one of those buildings that is a bit screwy. However, there was a problem here. What happened with that? Yes, I built this connection to a transformer. Remember planning for such a thing from here, perhaps? This is this one. We should split these about here, I think. Either here or there. Okay, that's not a whole lot. But Yeah. These. Which one do we got? That. I think we cut this one. Or not. That's good. What happened now? Well, it's fine here. Do you know what you're doing? Not particularly. Not particularly. Oh, everything has electricity. It's all fine. But in nighttime it won't be. I thought splitting it up there would do the trick, but for some reason it is very low in consumption at the moment. Of course it is. Because we're around troubleshooting bottlenecks. Such. You're standing. Thought the flame had gone out in the power plant. It was rendering distance, I would think. Steel mill, you're a little bit low on iron. But it's doing pretty well. How is the pollution here? It's not actually not that bad. Oh. Around here it is not great, but where people are living it's fine. The little doctor's office is coping with the people's need, and they're all getting educated by traveling on a bus. Not this bus. Oh. Here we have basic education. They all have. But the thing is that when they grow up, look at this, 165 educated people. So it works. Since they get it driven over here. Yeah, should we build a proper? Yeah, I should build a proper technical university instead. But it's so goddamn large and it won't fit in anywhere here without doing very much severe damage. So much so that it's just not feasible. Right. I mean, if we could stand being without that road, but it has to be within walking range of the bus platform, and it won't be. So out here, yes, this is actually not a bad spot, except that there is something that might interest a few people, such as the railroad building. Might interest. Worth a technical university? I don't know, maybe. Okay, it is. Power is off for the moment. Could as well as have used this. There we go. And a technical university. How is it looking? It's looking a bit rough. Try and get it in level with this street there, but I think that will translate to quite severe interference with Mother Nature over here. well, quite severe interference. That's sort of what we are about. That's what we do. Or interference. Maybe it's not the correct way of looking at it neither. Oh no. A technical university, you say? Yes, that's in education. There we have it. Yes. Little path. There doesn't seem to be a reason to have a path access there. It will not be reachable from all town by any means. Maybe try to get it if it is possible. Let's make a quick attempt here. That street as short as possible. Stuff in the way there. That's where it's going to be. Okay. It's 20 meters closer, so it will add 1 or 2 buildings to the range. Here we can also do things that will significantly add. Wireframe, goodbye. How much money are we making any money from this? 2 million. This year, 9 million. Very good. And we have costs. Fuel, 1 million. Electrical components. Cement, chemicals. Chemicals for the clothing. For the fabric. We haven't been bothered. We can't be bothered to make all that stuff. Mess about. Drill for oil. Have it. No. We have our steel that we can use to pay for whatever we need. However, this train thing, this railroad is going to take a while longer. Yes. Could we get to see a crane in action here, doing its thing, electrifying railroad, when it actually gets to where it is supposed to be going? Why do I have all these things here? That's the medium voltage switch for something. This to mess about with. Oh, and there's a semaphore. Do not want for the moment. No. 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 It's on its to-do list. But where are those? Track laying things? What are you doing? Have you gotten stuck somewhere? No, you're moving. Building is without power supply. Oh yes, of course. Goddammit! I did not replace that that thing. Did I? No. That's a big. No. Where did it come? Did it come from up there? Maybe. Was it really that far away? No, it did not come from there. did it, and there it is. Whatever that is, whatever that is, not anything. It is very hard to see. I don't trust this. No. Okay, now we have brownouts again. Right, you get your power from where? That one. And not too many things around here. There we go. This is just hopeless. Somewhere around here there is an overloaded thing. Or there is something going on. But I have not found it. Or is it? Is there not enough juice in the power plant? Yes, there is. Yeah, what the hell is going on then? This is not good. 65 kilovolts. Okay, then there isn't enough. But there are 18 workers. There's plenty of coal. What's the matter? I don't know. No. And I regret that's how it is. But that is how it is. For the moment. Railroad connection. Yes, whatever. That will be it. That was... yes. Very good. Thank you so very much for watching. I don't know what the future here is. Sitting around waiting for railroads to be built all over the place that doesn't really have a use, or getting going at the other corner of the map. Doing what? Oh, I don't know. Doing some... we shall see. Good night.